Who's this? Who is this right here, man? Is that how you always sleep? Seems like that's how he always sleeps. Strange puppy. You're a good boy. Good boy. Diesel. You the man. Diesel Weasel. Hey man, how's it going, man? He still doesn't talk. But he likes to lay upside down. So good morning. We are here, actually, waiting for a repair shop to open tomorrow morning. Yes. But it's an unscheduled vacation, so we might as well enjoy it. We're down here in Georgia. You wanna go get him? Go get him. Oh! Oh! We are enjoying a gorgeous Georgia day here at the Flying J. I know you can't really see it, but we're at the Resaca Flying J. We're waiting for a shop to open because no one around here is open on Sundays. So we gotta wait till tomorrow. I gotta get a pinion seal replaced on my truck if I don't get tripped up by my dogs first. It's very hard when you're doing circles around me, buddy. You know, he could go around the same way every time, but no, he'd rather make life difficult for me. I'm trying to vlog here. So yeah, we gotta wait to get that pinion seal because no one will do it for me. I went to TA yesterday to get my AC and whatnot fixed, right? And they don't do pinion seals there for some reason. I don't know, they don't like pinion seals or what, but a pinion seal's on the differential. It's where it's on the back of the front axle, right in the center. It's where the drive shaft comes out, and there's a seal on there making sure that all the differential fluid stays inside. And that seal has gone kaput and pretty bad too. It's when they were servicing my truck, they noticed it, and they filled it back up with diff fluid, and then they told me to keep an eye on it. So I drove about 15-20 miles up the road, and I checked it again, and it's still leaking pretty bad. I can't keep going like this. So we parked here for today. We're gonna wait till tomorrow morning, and a shop will be able to help us then. Until then, these guys are gonna be driving me nuts, man. Not really. I like going out for walks with them. Just usually it's so much easier if I have two hands. One day he's gonna catch you, Diesel. You know that, right? One day he's gonna catch you. Look at his ears. They're getting a lot better. Sergeant. Oh, he's too busy right now chasing the big guy. This is our days. That's all we do. Oh, Diesel, that was the end of your leash. You see, there's a limit. You can't keep going. Good boys. Can you stay? Stay. No. Look at these two guys. Good boys. Who needs leashes, right? Who needs leashes? It's sort of windy out here, isn't it? Yeah. So it's always easier vlogging without two dogs in one hand and a camera in one hand. Usually it's not that chaotic, I keep saying that. Usually I have two hands, but I want to show you what I'm talking about with this pinion seal. Alright, so we're going to crawl underneath the truck here so that I can show you from here. Okay. Not this is the back differential, right? We're looking at the front one over there. You see how wet that is there? It's coming from that. There's a seal in there that's busted. And making all that oil drip down. So that's what I'm talking about. Right in there. See if I can get another angle for you. I'll get you from here maybe. See that? Not good. Not good. So that's that. That is what's leaking. And it's not leaking very much right now. It's because when it sits, it doesn't leak. It's different than engine oil that leaks all the time, right? This only leaks when you're moving. It doesn't like to move because it sprays that differential oil everywhere. And that differential oil is expensive. It was low last night, so I got them to fill it up to the top, right? They put 3 gallons in there. You can only fit 4 in there. So right away, I'm like, oh dear, oh dear. So then I drove it, like I said, 15 miles down the road to see how fast it was leaking. Maybe those 3 gallons had gone away over a long period of time, right? And maybe I'd be able to limp it home and get it fixed there. Nay, nay. Drove 15 miles down the road. I look underneath there here at the Flying J. I was like, whoa! Alright, this is a very new event and it's quite bad. We need to get this fixed pronto. Stat! On the double! ASAP! Right now! But nobody's open on Sunday, so we're stuck having an unscheduled vacation here in Georgia. And it's hot. Can you see this? Like, I look hot, don't I? Well, I mean, I always look hot, but... I mean, like, I'm sweating. And look at my beard. I know my beard is getting really long again. I am going to cut it once I get home, don't worry. It's not too bad yet, but I need to go see my barber. She knows how to do it just right. I don't know, I can't trim it myself right. It's always like crooked and wonky, and one side's short, one side's longer, a bunch of hairs missed. Just get someone else to do it. They know what they're doing. So they do it for a living. So that's the plan. So right now, I caught up on all my YouTube stuff yesterday. Excuse me. I'm a very noisy person. So I just gotta do this video pretty much today. I'll edit it up early probably and get it done early, and I think we're gonna have a movie day. Sergeant. Sergeant. Your ears are looking pretty nice there, buddy. Yeah, very nice. You want a belly rub? You want a belly rub? I'll give you a belly rub. I'll give you a belly rub. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll give you a belly rub. Yeah. Oh, that's good. That's the spot, man. Oh yeah. Yeah. How's that? Just waiting for more. I'll give you some more belly rubs. More belly rubs. Is that nice? Hmm? You're crazy, man. You crazy. You cray. Yeah, I didn't just say that. Psst. Psst. Is there a weasel in here? Weasel. Weasel. Hey. Hey. Are you awake? You sleeping with your eye open? Good boy. Always sleep with one eye open. Look at all these trucks, eh? Just a pile of them. Whole pile. I love the zoom on this camera. Look how far I can zoom in. There's more yet. There's more. Or is that it? Nice. I could almost see the scratches on their paint from here. Very nice. This could be super creepy. You could spy on people like this and they'd never know. Let's not. How about that? This is my good camera. How's the audio doing, everybody? This past week I've been compressing my files differently with a different audio file. The one that I usually use. For some reason it got switched over to a lower quality audio for a week there. My bad. That was me. That was all me, no one else. So, sorry about that. I hope everything was okay. I hope you can forgive me for that. But we're back on track, I think. We're back on track. Since we have some time today, I figured I would show you my dash panel. A lot of you don't drive trucks and you're wondering, what are all these gauges for? Well, these two gauges are very similar to what you'd find in a car. Excuse the dust on them. I know. They're a little bit dusty. It's okay. I live with dogs. This is your RPM gauge times 100. So diesel engines don't rev as high as gasoline engines. My red line is at 2500, though I would never rev it past 2000 or 2100 at the absolute max. You want to try to keep it within the green zone. This here, speedometer in kilometers an hour. The inside is miles an hour. A lot of you people don't realize that there are both speed limits on most speedometers. The inside on American vehicles is kilometers an hour, and the outside is miles an hour. However, since I'm Canadian, the outside is kilometers an hour, and the inside is miles. So we'll start over here. This is your oil pressure gauge here. There's a lot of glare in here apparently. This will tell you the pressure of your oil. If that gets too low, you know you need oil. You should know you should know you need oil before that goes too low. Water temperature. This will tell you how hot your fluids are and your water is. You'll know if your truck's overheating or not. My engine fan kicks in at about 200. My engine fan will kick in somewhere in between there, 180 and 200. Then it'll bring it back down, and it usually sits right in between 150 and 200. I get about 175. This is your oil temperature here. Very important as well. This is your battery voltage. These are all important. This will tell you how many volts are going through your battery. Without the truck running, it should say about 12 volts. When the truck is running, your alternator is working properly, it should go up to just over 13. Show you that the batteries are charging. Maybe even close to 14, depending on how much it needs to be charged. Down here is the turbo. That'll show you how much air pressure, PSI, the turbo is giving into the engine. It usually goes up to about 26, maybe 27 when you're climbing a hill and the turbo's working real hard. That means it's pushing through about 26 PSI. Pounds per square inch. Now over here, we've got the air pressure gauges. Both of them. I have 2 air pressure tanks on my truck. Driver's side, passenger side. Primary, secondary. It even says there P for primary, S for secondary. Now my air level's a little low. It'll go up to about 120, and then you'll hear the air pressure valve go. That's the sound that semis make when it goes psh, but it's not the brakes. That's just when the air tanks are full, the air compressor stops, and then it'll go down to about 90, then it'll, you know what I mean. It'll keep the air pressure at about 120 for both tanks. Without that air pressure, you can't release your brakes and you can't go anywhere. Fuel gauge, that's self-explanatory. Air pressure for the brake, that's how much PSI your brakes are applying. Now it takes air pressure to apply the brakes. So that's what that is. Down here, I can't get the camera here. Oh, this one's really dirty. Oh, yikes. Transmission temperature, self-explanatory. It shouldn't get too hot. Mine usually stays below 110. 100 to 110, somewhere in there. Your H2O vac. Yeah. And your suspension. This one's very important to me. You see how it's up there? That's when you have a load on you. The heavier the load, the more PSI in your airbags on your drives. That's right behind your cab. The airbags that hold up your truck. Because we don't have springs, or we don't have just springs, we have air ride suspension. So just over 50, probably about 60 or so, that means I am fully loaded. And again, I'm sorry for all the dust on my dash. When you live with 2 dogs, when you live with any dogs or any animals, it just builds up really quickly, even if you dust it every day. It's hard to get it off. And it doesn't really bother me that much, as long as it doesn't get too excessive. But those are the gauges in my truck anyways. So I'm going to close this vlog off today, guys. We've just been sitting waiting to get the truck looked at tomorrow. I seen that there's a truck service center right across the street. I'll try them first thing in the morning. If not, then I'll call up Freightliner in Chattanooga. There's also a Vanguard Volvo truck center a little further south, back towards Cartersville. So we'll see. We'll get someone to look at it tomorrow, hopefully. Get that seal replaced. It's like a $40 part plus labor, so $300 or so. I know labor is ridiculous. And we should be back on the road and on our way. Slowly rebuilding my truck, one piece at a time. So thanks for joining me today, guys. Don't forget about the video yesterday. I asked you to submit your submission. What do you call that? I asked you to submit a logo for me if you're interested in seeing some of your work in my vlogs. What I mean by that is you can, one sec. You can make a logo for my channel. That includes me, Diesel and Sargent, and it also includes both Canada and the United States in the logo and incorporates all of that into one little logo. It has to be in high resolution, 1280 by 720 at least. And send it to me through Facebook or Twitter. If you send it on Twitter, hashtag TruckerJoshLogo, so I can find it easily. Or on Facebook, you can send it to me, but it's not likely. It's likely that I might not get it that way. Twitter's a better option, or you can email it to me. You can find the email on the contact us part of truckerjosh.com. Anyways, guys, I look forward to seeing all of your submissions for the logos, and I will include them all, unless they're offensive, in upcoming vlogs. So then you can, I'll confirm with you that I got it, so you know that I got it, and then you can start watching the vlogs every day, waiting to see the logo that you created. I think it'll be pretty cool. So I'll see you anytime after 4 a.m. Central Time tomorrow, right here on the internet. We should be moving again tomorrow, but we will know more then. Talk to you then.